haven't done this in forever, but I saw this video and had to react. Check it out.
90% of Israelis are Ukrainian, Polish, Eastern European in origin. They came from Ashkenazi.
Okay, so I don't know what "they came from Ashkenazi" means, but let me help you out. Yes, there are more Ashkenazi Jews than Sephardi Jews. And yes, we did come from countries like Ukraine and Poland. We've actually been there for over 1,000 years. But if you open your brain just a little bit and go back in the history, you'll see that we came from a place called Canaan. And that's where Israel is today. Yalla, continue.
That's why DNA tests are illegal in Israel. Look it up! Look it up!
Another Zionist conspiracy theory to try and show the world that all Jews are secretly from Europe. Let's get to the bottom of this. DNA tests in Israel are not illegal, they are regulated. Israel has strict policies when it comes to handling and storing genetic DNA. Now you may ask yourself why? Well, unfortunately, in many cases around the world, employers have abused this information to discriminate against people who have a genetic predisposition to certain diseases when hiring. So Israel looks to prevent this from happening and protect these citizens. And we're not the only country that does this. France does it too. And to be honest with you, if Israelis want to do a DNA test, 23andMe delivers to Israel. But shh, don't tell our government.
The ancient Jewish tribes were a minority in the area, and they converted to Islam. They are the Palestinians! The indigenous people are the Palestinians!
Look, if you're talking about the Jews who lived in the British Mandate of Palestine before 1948, who had a Palestinian ID, who read the Palestine Post, which is now the Jerusalem Post, then sure, refer to us as whatever you want. Both you and I know that Israel is the ancestral homeland of the Jewish people. Yalla, next.
The Israelis are invaders. 10,000 Palestinians are being held hostage in Israel. 10,000!
It's always a perfectly round number with you guys. 10,000. Look, when you commit an act of terror in Israel, or in any country around the world, you go to jail. You are a criminal. You are a prisoner. You're not a hostage. A hostage are the 101 Israelis being held in Gaza right now with barely any food, barely any water, and no medicine. You can't compare that to your hostages who receive healthcare, who are being visited by the Red Cross, who earn degrees, learn languages, and even earn money. Yes, have you heard of the pay for slave policy, where the Palestinian Authority actually gives you financial rewards for committing acts of terror against Israelis? Probably not. Yada. Next.
Including children under the age of 10 years old. They are repeatedly raped and tortured.
What? Where are you getting this information from? This is absolutely false. Look, I'm not denying the fact that we don't have rape in Israel. Of course we do, and it's horrible, but so does every other country. But to say that Israelis are raping and torturing Palestinian children under 10, absolutely false. If this was true, the whole world would be going crazy. Rape is a crime in Israel. You receive a punishment if you rape. You are just spewing hate, but please, continue.
And the Israeli government literally had a meeting to decide that it was okay to rape Palestinians.
I don't know if to laugh or if to cry, but like, where? Show me where. Show me an official meeting where now there's a rule or there's a law that says it's okay for Israelis to rape Palestinians. Again, absolutely false. And you know what? I'll make you a deal. If this is true, I'll never wear a uniform again. I'll come to your side and advocate solely for the Palestinians. This is wrong. We're not like the Arab countries around us, in which some of them have rules where you can rape if she's your wife. Or if you rape her and you marry her, it's okay. No, rape is not allowed in Israel. Yalla, continue and finish already.
500 Lebanese were murdered in one day by Israel.
Again, perfectly round numbers. I don't know how you do it. But look, civilian deaths are horrible. It happens on your side, it happens on our side. It's very sad and it shouldn't happen, but unfortunately, it is part of war. But the question is, out of the 500 Lebanese that you claim have died, how many were part of Hezbollah? How many were dedicated to committing acts of terror every single day? Because let me tell you, if you had a pager and it blew up in your hand or your leg or even your little schnitzel was blown off, I am happy. I am happy that those people are hurt or not in this world anymore and cannot commit acts of terror. Please, go ahead.
The Israeli government already openly declared that they want to take Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, KSA.
When did we say this? Like, show me one news article that says we want to take over Lebanon and Syria and Jordan. Look, in the past, yes, we have taken over land. We've also given land back, but no one wants to take over another country. We want this war to end. We want our hostages back, and we want to live in peace. This is like, even Hamas isn't saying this kind of stuff.
The United Nations, International Criminal Court, World Health Organization, Amnesty International, Oxfam International, Children Without Borders Without Borders, Save the Children, Human Rights Watch, International Red Cross, and others attest that this is the most documented genocide in history.
I don't understand half the things that you just said, but let me help you with a definition. Genocide is the deliberate and systematic destruction, in whole or in part, of an ethnic, racial, national, or religious group. You're deliberately trying to get rid of them. This isn't what's happening. Unfortunately, like we said, there are civilian deaths on both sides, but the Israelis aren't trying to deliberately get rid of the Palestinian people. I mean, look, if you are saying that we are trying to deliberately get rid of Hamas, then yes, for sure, we are committing a genocide against Hamas. I accept that. We are trying to get rid in whole of all of Hamas. But you're not trying to get rid of the Palestinian people.
Zionism is ethno-supremacy. Zionism is ethno-supremacy.
Again, definitions. Ethno-supremacy is when one race feels more dominant over other races. And Jews aren't saying that. We're not saying that we're more dominant or less dominant, we're better, we're worse. We're just trying to be the best that we can be. But look, I'll tell you the difference between Jews and Palestinians. After the Jews went through one of the, if not the most tragic things in our lifetime, the Holocaust, the Jews moved to places like Israel, Canada, America, and they got to work. They busted their asses, and look at us now. Such a small percentage of the world, but look how many Nobel Peace Prizes we have. We're leading the world in technology and cybersecurity and so much more. But the Palestinians, you guys have just been complaining and complaining and complaining. We all went through shit, but like, move on. How is it possible that only with the Palestinians, the refugee status has gone down 3 generations? How are Bella and Gigi Hadid refugees?
Israel is a terrorist state. Thank you, Stephanie, for standing with the children under the rubble.
Stephanie, as a Zionist, as a Jew, as an Israeli, and as an IDF soldier, I also stand with the Palestinian children under the rubble. I really do. But I also stand up against the people who caused this rubble to happen, the leadership in Gaza, Hamas, who have been instilling terror into the Palestinian people for so many years. I mean, the saddest thing about this video, about the girl who read this crazy speech off of her iPhone, is that she really believes this stuff. She really believes that there is a law in Israel that Israelis are allowed to rape Palestinians. I mean, how crazy is that? And although she is an extremist, there are so many others who think like her. Social media can do a lot of brainwashing, and I hope that she sees this video.